My research topic was the academic success of homeschooled students. It examines the factors that lead students to succeed in a mainstream educational setting and how this compares to students in a homeschool setting. In the last 20 years, there have been few Australian papers in this area, but those that exist focus on three factors: the quality of the teacher, student engagement, and classroom culture. The literature review showed that homeschool students who have no learning disabilities are on average slightly more academically successful than their mainstream peers. The data presented in the literature points towards student engagement and the classroom culture having the greatest level of impact upon a student's learning. The data also suggests that the formal qualifications of a teacher are not overly important, provided that they follow educational guidelines such as the curriculum. Similar data shows up in my group's research. In Jianji's and Ronisha's papers, they found that homeschooling enabled greater levels of engagement and increased the ease of meeting a student's needs. Mesa's paper reinforced that teacher qualifications are not necessarily, but following educational guidelines does correlate to academic success. My 3 days of observation of a single student reflected a similar set of data to the literature review. That is, a student who is thoroughly engaged in a classroom that allows a student to have some control over their learning will be a student that is academically successful. Overall, the observation confirmed what we are taught as teachers, that high student engagement and a suitable classroom culture will allow our students to excel. However, unlike a mainstream class of 30-odd students, a homeschooled student has the entire teacher's focus and is therefore at a greater advantage in this regard. This is once again found in my group's papers. Each one reflects that homeschooled students are often highly engaged and working in a classroom environment that suits them. This suggests that the teachers are catering to their students in a much more successful way. This could partly be because of the small student class numbers, but also because of the bond between the teacher and the students, as they often parent and child. Overall, this topic shows a great deal about best teaching practice. In all, the only real difference between a mainstream class and a homeschooled class in terms of academic success is the student numbers and therefore how the teacher can operate. It is beneficial to use homeschools as a control variable as it removes the non-educational variables such as misbehavior, crowded classrooms, and differences in learning